everyone, I thought I would make the last video on this page to show you how I intend to do the leaves. Now we've got quite a lot of leaves going on the page, so they would not all be done in exactly the same way. But I thought I would show you some of the ones, or maybe one, I'm not sure, by this purple flower that we have already coloured, or between the purple flower and the butterfly. I thought that would be fun. So I'm still using the Derwent Chromaflow pencils, the 24 set, and we've got various blues. Now we have used a blue for the flower, and I want to use blue for the leaves, but I've got this turquoise green which I thought might work really well, so I'm going to have a go. I've got to give it a sharpen to start with. If it's a disaster, we may have to colour over it with something else. I just grab my piece of paper to lean on because, as I've said before, if you've been following this series of videos, there is some pastel on the background, which I don't want to get on my hands. So I want to just try to see whether I can make the more layers near the flower to make it a little bit darker compared to the rest. I think this colour is very nice. I don't know how well it matches with the purple. I think it works, but it's nice and wintry, I think, which was what I was after. And so I'm going to just continue the whole leaf. Now when I finish this page, well, actually, I'll probably do a flip through of the finished book at some point, because this is almost my final page, and you'll get to see it then, the finished page. But I may post it somewhere on Instagram or my Facebook page. I've now got a Facebook page. I don't always remember that I've got one. A little silly. I do post on it all the time. I just forget to mention it. So you can see the fade from there to there, which I'm happy with, but I want to try and make some even more dark areas, and I'm just trying to think which shade of blue might be best for that. I'm thinking maybe we'll go for the denim. It's quite dark, it's the one we used here, and I'm thinking if I just try and use a light layer down here just to emphasize this dark. I don't really want to make it look a different shade, so I don't want to put tons down. I'm also thinking of putting a little bit along the edge of here to make this sort of vein stand out, look a bit more three-dimensional. I don't know if it's going to work. I've made a bit of a mess at the top there. I think it's okay, and I'm going to go over the top of that with the turquoise green again, just to blend it in a bit, so we can sort of hopefully get that darker influence without it looking like too much like a different shade of blue. Yeah, I think that's okay. You don't have to do along the edge of the vein, or you can do it in a different colour if you want to. Now I'm thinking, what are we going to do around the edge? Because we've got silver around the edge of here, which I can see and you can't because of the angle of the light. I don't know. No, or maybe you can see a bit at the top now. A bit there, maybe. Anyway, around the edge of the leaf. Now I'm wondering whether to do blue, but I don't have a turquoise blue glitter pen. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Don't have a sort of, you tend to get pastel glitter pens. So I'm just having a look at what I've got, and I'm going to experiment and show you on my piece of paper. You can see the shine of those where I experimented before. So this is a blue. I think that's a bit dark. What else have we got? We've got another blue here. Oops. I think that's got gold glitter in it. Yeah, we don't really want that. Whoops. Oh, I've dropped the lid. Ah. Okay, I'll find it in a minute. Whoops. Now we have a sort of turquoise colour. I think that's too green. Really? So I think we're going to have to use the silver. Let's just put that away before I lose another lid. I'll find it on the floor in a minute. It might have gone in the bin. I've got a bin right next to me where I've been sharpening. Right, so I'm going to go with silver. So I might turn that piece of paper around. So I'm just going to go around the edge, I think, like I did with the flower. So you can see that I was just then swatching, as people call it. Some people would do that and then keep it in a book all neat and then just refer to it, so they wouldn't need to do it each time. That's very organised. Oh, you can really see that now in the light. That's good. So, but I'm lazy. I don't do that. But there we go. Now, what you could also choose to do is go down each of these veins. I think I'm going to do that. I don't know why. I feel like it just needs a little bit more pizzazz. That's probably why Johanna drew them on there, because she felt it just needed something. So I'm just going to follow her lines. Obviously she knows what she's doing. There we go, but I'm not going to worry about that central bit. So there we are. I think that looks quite frosty. If I move the book along just a tad, the flower might show its shine as well. Some of it anyway. So there we have it. A sort of frosty leaf, as it were. Now you could colour the leaf in any colour and then just get this sort of frosty effect. What I'm hoping to get at some point is there are some products which will put glitter on top without changing the colour underneath, because this obviously has a silver gel under it, but some of them seem to be clear, almost like a glitter glue, and that could be fun because you could put it over the whole thing and make it really glittery. Now that is quite an attractive prospect in some ways, although I always end up getting completely covered in glitter when I do just the tiniest bit. So it could be really dangerous for me. I could end up in a right mess. But we'll see. I'm just going to tip that a little bit so you can see the whole sort of effect. So again, we're quite short today. I'm slightly short on time. You may very well be as well. And it's just a little one to give you something to think about, really. So I hope that was okay. I hope, you know, it was just a little hello and a tiny bit of colouring, really. But as I say, we're all a bit busy. And anyway, hope you're enjoying your celebrations and things like that, and having a good time, and finding time for colouring. Make sure you find time for yourself, even if it's 5 minutes. Do a little bit of colouring, have some fun. Even if you get just a glitter gel pen and colour a flower or something, just have a go at something. Anyway, stay safe and look after yourself. Thank you for watching, and happy colouring.